Myra lived on the edge of a quiet village, where the mornings were peaceful and the air carried the smell of wet soil. Every day at sunrise, she followed the same path toward the river. But unlike the other villagers who carried baskets of clothes or pots of water, Myra carried a single, heavy stone inside her backpack. No one told her to do it. No one forced her. She chose it herself. To her, the stone represented all the fears she never spoke about: the fear of failing, the fear of disappointing others, and the painful belief that she was never enough. She carried it because she thought she deserved the weight on her shoulders. With every step she took, the stone pulled her backward. Her feet dragged through the dirt. Her back ached. Yet she kept moving, telling herself, "I must carry this. This is who I am." One morning, an old traveler noticed her struggling up the hill. Her face was tired, her breathing heavy. He stepped beside her and asked kindly, "Child, why do you carry something that clearly hurts you?" Myra lowered her eyes. "Because it belongs to me," she whispered. The traveler studied her for a moment, then gave a gentle smile. "Not everything you hold belongs to you, especially the things that break you." The traveler walked beside Myra until they reached the river. The water glistened softly under the morning sun, moving with a calm rhythm that made the world feel quiet. Myra set her backpack on the ground, but she kept her hand tightly wrapped around the stone. La Traveler gestured toward the flowing water and said, "Look at the river. It carries leaves, branches, and even dirt, but it never keeps anything. The river knows how to move forward." Myra sat on a smooth rock and stared at the stone in her hands. Her palms stung where its rough edges had pressed into her skin. She felt its coldness, its heaviness, its familiarity. "Your fears, your doubts, your past mistakes," the traveler continued, "are exactly like this stone. They are heavy only because you refuse to release them. You hold them as if they define you, but they don't." Myra's throat tightened. "If I let it go," she said softly, "what if I lose a part of myself?" The traveler shook his head, gently. "What you lose is not a part of you, but a weight you never needed. Strength is not in holding on to what harms you. Strength is in knowing when it's time to let go." Myra looked back at the stone, a simple, lifeless object, yet she had allowed it to control her days. For the first time, she wondered, was she the one hurting herself all along? Myra stood at the river's edge. The cool breeze brushed against her face, and the sound of flowing water wrapped around her like a soft whisper of hope. She held the stone close to her chest, feeling its weight one last time. It felt heavier than ever before, not because the stone had changed, but because she finally understood how long she had carried it. Her hands trembled. She could feel her heart pounding, not from fear, but from the unfamiliar possibility of freedom. She took a slow, deep breath and imagined her life without the burden she had dragged for years. With her eyes closed, Myra whispered, "I deserve to walk freely." She extended her hands toward the river. For a moment, she hesitated, a final echo of the fear she once lived with. Then, with courage she didn't know she had, she released the stone. It fell into the water with a small splash. Tiny ripples spread outward, as if the river itself welcomed her decision. The weight left her body instantly. Her shoulders felt lighter, her breath deeper, her heart calmer. A quiet relief washed over her, dissolving the old pain she had mistaken for identity. The traveler nodded with pride. "Life becomes lighter," he said, "the moment you stop carrying what was never yours to keep." Myra picked up her empty backpack. It felt strange, but beautifully light. For the first time in her life, she walked home without a burden holding her back. Only a new, quiet strength guiding her forward. Thank you for watching this story. I hope it touched your heart and gave you something meaningful to carry into your day. Tell me in the comments, what kind of story would you like to hear next? Your ideas inspire the next chapters on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the journey of Lumisette Narratives. And remember, every story has the power to change someone's life, maybe even yours.